Okay, so these wires on these connectors match up. So these two right here came from the computer. They all going through that hole back there to the main wire harness, which I'm about to snatch off of the car. And this right here look like it's going to all the dashboard stuff. Connected to the main wire harness. I'm about to go ahead and disconnect this so I can take the entire wire harness off of the car. Figure out what I need from it and what I don't. What I don't need, I will be stripping out of the harness. Get rid of it. I wasn't gonna record, but I needed the light, so why not? I need to make sure when I take these connectors apart, I'll be able to know which one go to which, but all the wires are color matched. And this one is this one. And you know what I'm saying. Alright. Focus. So this should be totally disconnected from the vehicle. All right. Stock wire harness is off. We'll get back to that later. I'm gonna jack this baby back up. Uncle over here working on Cuddy car. You got it to go in?
Yeah.
That motherfucking piston was all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Got that bitch to go back in, though. Yeah. But yeah, it's go time. YouTube, what's goody? It's your boy Southside Nate, and we back with another episode of the Box Chevy build. Alright, so what I got laid back here on this table is everything that I need to get this baby up and running. Wire harness, everything, some break-in oil. I got this and some fittings so I can prime the oil system. Got the flex plate, crank pulley, power steering pulley, got everything. And I read both of the manuals for the Dakota Digital and the Holley Terminator X Max. It's go time. So I'm gonna start off. I gotta do some modifications up under this car to be able to get them headers to fit on there right. So that's where I'm gonna start at. I gotta go make a run right quick too, because I found some rear axles on Marketplace for $150. Brand new Moser rear axle. So yeah, I'm gonna go snatch them up. I'm gonna go grab them and I'm gonna shoot right back over here. And the first thing I'm gonna get to doing is modifying them little cross members down there so I can get the headers put on. And then, oh yeah, I came over here yesterday and I got the old wire harness out of the car. So the whole stock vehicle harness is out of the car. But yeah, this is stock harness right here. So I'm gonna have to go through this and figure out exactly what I need off of this. I know I'm gonna need the stuff for the starter. I'm gonna need everything for the AC, the headlights, the windshield wiper. Yeah, I'm gonna need everything for the windshield wipers. I ain't gonna need much off of it, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna break it down and get what I need off, or get what I don't need off, and I'm gonna keep the rest, and I'll put it back in the car. But I don't need much off of this. Honestly, don't need much off of this. Yeah. And what I'm gonna do, now I was gonna go ahead and breeze through all this and then just give y'all like a first start video, but I did a lot of research to figure out a lot to get this done. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make some nice detailed how-to videos on how to do this stuff, because it's certain sensors, a lot of stuff that was confusing. I'm gonna link the videos that I found that people give off some good information for what we need to do. But all this stuff will pertain to mainly a box Chevy. So I'm definitely gonna make a how-to video on how to install this harness, get everything ran for the box Chevy, on how to install the Dakota digital dash, get everything ran for that. Because with the Holley Terminator computer, the only thing that you can plug up to the digital dash is the tach and the speed. That's the only thing you can plug up from the computer to the digital dash. So everything else, coolant, oil pressure, all that other good stuff, you got to run its own sensor. But the only thing is speed and the tach. That's it. So I'm thinking, naturally, anyone would think they'll probably be able to tap in for each sensor or whatever. That's not how it is. So I'm gonna have to run a set of sensors for this and then a set of sensors for that. So I'm gonna show all that. Yeah, so I'm gonna give a step by step on how to get this engine running with these systems. Cause I mean, I've been doing a lot of research. I know y'all been wondering where I've been, but like I said, I always say, first time doing all this stuff, gotta make sure you do everything right. I read both of the instruction manuals, front to back, each books, front to back a few times, just going through, making sure I get everything right. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that Holley recommends that you need. It ain't too much stuff that the Dakota recommend, because it provides most of the stuff that you need to get this thing up and running. Simple. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna do too much more talking. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the axles. And when we get back, it's go time. Let's get it. Y'all see I got that trunk cleaning out too. Got everything out my way. I'm gonna need access to these batteries. Now I tested both of these batteries. Both of them still at 12 volts, so that's a plus. Thumbs up. But yeah, man, I'm about to go ahead and see about getting these headers up here. I know I'm gonna have to take that starter back off too. But yeah, let's go ahead and see about getting these headers up here. Yeah, I can see right down. I have to cut a nice little chunk out of that. Screw it out as far as I can. Make sure it's holding it good. Alright. So right now I got one bolt holding it right at the front. And you can see right down there where it's hitting that black thing. I ain't got no zoom on this GoPro, but you can see right there where it's hitting that black thing. I'm gonna get down there and mark that so I can cut me a piece of it off. Yeah, cut a piece of it, cause it got like a, I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like when I get down there. Alright, YouTube. Y'all see right there where it's hitting. making it away. I need it to come down a little bit so I can line them back bolts up. See that right there? So I need for the headers. I need for the headers to come down. What they look like? Good half an inch. Yeah, about a good half an inch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some of this lip off of this. Get it out the way. It's like that on both sides. So I'm gonna cut probably from like there to there, just to get it out my way. Cut all that off. There to there. And both of these things loose. I could take them down. I ain't even got these jumps tight, so I can take these off. It might be what I do. Go ahead and take these off and just cut that top lip off on them. That'll be easier than me trying to do it down here. And then I can go ahead and I get these off, I can go ahead and just put the headers on. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut y'all back on. I'm gonna go and snatch these up out my way. Then I'll cut y'all back on. I got my flex plate too. Look at that shit, damn. That little surface must be coming fast, dog. I got some of that paint. I'm gonna have to sand this down and paint the back of this. Cause it was on the engine stand when I painted it. And I was like, but damn, that's wild. Starter gonna have to come back off. Oh, she look like she might hit the starter too. You see that? But nah, once it clear, it's screw, it's gonna bring it over that way. So it should clear the starter. We'll see. We're gonna get these black things off and I'll cut y'all back on. Alright, YouTube, so what I did, I jacked the back of the engine up some, because when that transmission come in here, it's gonna change the way it sit in here, because right now it's just leaning back. So with the transmission get on it, and then the transmission cross member, I have it more level. So I jacked it up some, and now as you can see, that baby lining up right. Got clearance from the starter. It barely is touching the frame over here. But I'm gonna see once I get it tightened up what it do. So let's go up to the top and see if we can get all the bolts ran in this one. And then we'll jump on the driver's side. Let's see. All right, bolt number 2 lined up. Go to the last one. Ooh. I got the very last one threaded. Now I don't have the gaskets up there right now. I'm just trying to make sure I'll be able to get it up there good enough to where I'll be able to start up this car. But all the bolts lining up perfect. And I'm gonna show y'all in a second. She ain't touching nothing right now. I know she might be touching right here on the frame. Just a smidge. Right now, all the bolts lining up. Just touching on the frame right there. Might have to give just a little bit of persuasion. Right there. I'm gonna mark that, hit that with a marker. So I know exactly where to tap it. But all the bolts are in. All the bolts are in. Now let's try this driver side one. I think this one right here gonna have to come in from the bottom. Yeah, because it's brake booster. Ain't gonna allow enough room for it to maneuver right. I got that board down there. Let's see if I can prop it up. Oh boy. But this one needs a lot of persuading. Look at that. On this one right here. Ooh, pump the brakes. Pump them brakes. The other side look decent. Both of them gonna require some beating. Both of them definitely gonna require some beating, because I would not be ordering no more headers like these shit going on here. Y'all hear me, YouTube? See, this is why I like to test stuff out before I get to sharing part numbers. Somebody would have ran and ordered these, would have been mad as hell. You know what? Hell no, it might not require no beating. You know what the problem is? That socket I got on the motor mount is definitely hitting that. It still might need some persuading. Alright, so it's a socket stuck on that motor mount. Right there, 17 millimeter, long socket. I need to get that off. Alright, YouTube. I just got finished doing some persuading over here. Hitting that baby with the hammer. That's right. So now I put the gasket on. She's lining up better. If I have to, I might have to do just a little bit more persuading. But she looking like she gonna go on there. Yes, sir. Let me get the one on the passenger side off and get the persuading that one. Alright, YouTube. I got both of the headers on after some persuading. Whew. This one took quite a bit of persuading. The one on the driver's side, I only had to hit this one in one spot. One on the passenger side, I had to beat 2 spots. But they up there. Tight fit. It's on there. Might take some more persuading in the future, but it's gonna be good enough for me to get this first start in. Don't got dark on me, but I'm gonna get as much done as I can. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the spark plugs in. Go ahead and get that out the way. I gotta see about priming this junk. Get that plug out down there. How's the power steering pumping my way? I might have some wiggle room. I gotta get that plug out right there so I can prime this junk. I'm gonna go and put the spark plugs in. YouTube, check me out. I got the headers on, spark plugs, wires, and the coil packs, both sides. Now, I'm just trying to get as much as I can get done tonight before I swerve. I'm gonna have to get some different wires. I'm gonna have to get the short joints, cause this is hitting that, and on the other side, it's right there on the header. I mean, it's on it. And then in the back, it's just hard to, the wire all bent up. So I'm gonna get some new wires, get the shorter ones. I'm gonna measure those, the ones that's right here. So when I order the new ones, I make sure I get the right one. So where I'm at now, I think I'm about to go ahead and put the flex plate on. I'm gonna need that flex plate on to get that front pulley on. So yeah, I'll probably get down there, take the starter off, put the flex plate on. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I got some new injectors I gotta put in there. I ain't get out here early as I wanted to today, but I'm out here. And then like I was saying, I gotta get down there and pull that plug because it's a adapter that was supposed to get delivered today. It didn't. But a whole bunch of adapters came in that Dakota Digital Dash kit. So hopefully one will fit in there and I'll be able to put that little fitting in there so I can pump the oil in the engine. Damn piece didn't even come. So that's probably why I do get down there. You know what? It's supposed to be delivered today. Well, that's what I'm probably gonna do next. Get down, put the flex plate on, take the starter off, and see if I can get that plug out and see if one of them fittings can fit. And I'll probably call it a night there. I'm gonna get my light and everything set up, and I'll cut y'all back on. All right, YouTube, I got the flex plate on. I took the starter off because I had to put this right here. On. It ain't tight, it's just mocked up. I wanted to make sure it'll work. But I'm gonna have to put this on for when it's time for me to put the harmonic balancer pulley back on. That way it won't spin. But I got this tight, it ain't torque, I just got it tight. I gotta check out the torque specs, see what the torque specs are for it. It's just hand tight right now. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that plug out the front that give me access to the oil pump. Cause that's the way I'm gonna be able to push oil, go ahead and prime the system. You know what I'm saying? Prime the pump. Yeah. So let me slide up here, see if I can get that done. But yeah, I just got this up here hand tight. Just got the bolt started. Now I tighten that up when it's time. So I'm gonna show y'all that right quick. It's dark and that thing is black. But yeah, right there. It bolts in right where the starter bolt in at. And it holds the flex plate, keep it from turning. Little cheap Amazon piece. Something handy to have though. Definitely going off in the toolbox. Damn, the little rust spots fucking with me. I'm gonna have to clean that up, man. I can't. Even though you ain't gonna be able to see this shit back here, it's just, it's ugly now. I can't. But yeah, headers on, flex plate on, spark plug wires, coil packs on. Okay, so right here, it's a plug that go right here that you have to remove. This plug goes right there. Gotta remove this plug. And this fitting right here came with the Dakota digital dash, which is sweet. And it fit right in there. It fit right in there. Probably throw some Teflon on it. And then this little piece right here goes inside of it. I ordered this off Amazon. I ordered one of them too, because I didn't know. I was just trying to be proactive, but I ordered one of these too. It did not show up today. All right, so what you do is you take a pump sprayer, which I got back there on the table. You take a pump sprayer, you fill the pump sprayer up with oil, you hook the hose onto this, and you pump oil into the engine. Pump oil into the engine. So yeah, that right there fit perfect. But the Dakota digital dash, it come with 1, 2, 3, 4. It come with 5 different adapters, which is sweet. So yeah, there's a little rust spot right there too. I did a horrible job. Look at that. Now this ain't the ARP bolt. This is a off-brand bolt that I got off Amazon, because I knew I was gonna keep having to take it in and out, and I ain't want to just keep doing it to the ARP bolt. But yeah, I gotta get my shit from over here where she rusting up, son. Look at them rotors. Look at all my new suspension parts. Now these was bare metal, which I thought it was like some kind of black coating, but whatever kind of cast and that iron that they are, or whatever material they are, it was bare. So I will be taking this back off, the steering part, and painting all that. All that would get painted. The rotors coming back off. Brand new rotors. They coming back off. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do to them. Sand them bitches down, I don't know. Them things, they rough. All right, so yeah, that's where I'm at. Now I can prime the oil system. I got a new oil filter over there. I throw the oil filter on. I gotta put my pulley on. This baby about ready to try out. So that worked. I think I'm gonna call it a night right here though. I'm gonna call it a night. I got that on. Well, I see that worked. So I might call it a night on that. Try to start bright and early in the morning. See how much I can get done. Cause I know it's a few things I gotta do to this intake. So the intake take a MAT, so a MAT sensor, MAT. I gotta get the intake out the way so I can install. That's the camshaft sensor. It's the coolant sensor. This the coolant sensor. Hold on, this the coolant sensor. These sensors right here come with the Dakota. All this come with the Dakota. So it's an oil, a coolant, and a speed thing, and it come with these adapters. But what I gotta do to the intake, oh yeah, and I gotta install these, but this is called a MAT sensor, MAT. Forgot the term for it. I'll let y'all know when I get to installing it, but I gotta put this on the back of the intake. And I gotta put this go on the cylinder head, cooling temp. And I gotta put my camshaft sensor in the back. So first thing in the morning, I almost got all that stuff up here, look at that. Yeah, first thing in the morning, I'm gonna do this, handle the intake. That's the pump sprayer, that's the oil filter. We're gonna fill it up with oil tomorrow. First thing in the morning. Those are some NOx sensors. Those are optional, but the rest of these sensors are required, so we'll figure out those later. But yeah, get that intake squared away. I'm gonna get here in the morning, hop on that intake, get all my sensors put in, get some oil put in there, and then we'll hop on the wire harness. Oh, it's go time, YouTube. I'll cut y'all back on in the morning. All right, YouTube, it's the next day. Back at it. And what I'm doing is I'm going ahead and getting all the sensors put up there. Y'all see right there? I got the coolant temp sensor on the back of this head. Camshaft sensor, oil pressure sensor, and the crank sensor been on there ever since I did the engine build. Now I was putting this the sensor for the Dakota digital coolant. See it said up there, Dakota. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it say Dakota on there. Anyway, these are some of the fittings that came with it. So I had this fitting right there at the top of this head. Tell me why the fitting broke when I was tightening it. When I was tightening the fitting down, that mess broke, dog. And I ain't even put that much on it. I swear I didn't. So I'm gonna have to get another fitting to be able to put the Dakota digital coolant temp sensor on. I'll get back to that at another time. I put my little steam port things. I got the block offs in the back. And I got them in the front. I gotta connect the little holes to it and tighten them down. Those are not tight. But they're all the sensors are tight. Ready to go. Alright, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and put the harmonic balancer pulley on, and I'm gonna take that valve cover off. So when I'm pumping the oil through the system, I'll be able to look and see it coming up through the push rods. And then we'll get back on the intake. I got the intake back here. I had to come, I ain't never put the mounts on it, so I was back here messing with the mounts for it. But this right here is the MAT sensor, M-A-T. And as you see, this intake already got a hole right here in the back where the vacuum lines can hook up to. So that's exactly where I'm gonna put this sensor. It don't quite fit right now. Might have to trim a little bit of them corners off right there, or open this up a little bit to get it to fit in there flush and tight. Yeah, I might just open that hole a little bit so I can get this in there as far as it can. And then I'll put some gasket making around it once I get it all the way in there as far as it'll go. Yeah. Got the plug off on that side. This is where the fuel line will hook to. And once I get all that squared away, I'll install the throttle body onto the intake, and then install the intake into the car. So we're gonna get all that done today. It's new hardware for the intake. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this pulley out, get my main bolt out, cause I'm gonna have to torque it. I gotta find my main ARP bolt. I can go ahead and get that torqued down, get that out of the way, and then I can get that little piece off and get the starter back on the car and everything today. That is the mission today. Get everything ready, get this oil system primed. I ain't gonna do so much talking. Cut y'all back on when we making some more progress. Alright, YouTube, I don't know how much was recording, but I'm about to get this harmonic balancer put up here. I'm using that bolt. It ain't the one that I'm gonna torque. Oh no, that's sketchy. Hold on. Alright, there we go. I'm standing on this chill boy. That thing was shaking. I don't see some people use the impact to do this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna put the washer back. Tighten it down some more. Oh yeah, I just gotta go a little bit more for this to line up. Alright, got the washer. Washer on there. See if we can get this baby all the way where she's supposed to be. Just gotta go a little bit more. she done. She almost done. Damn, what was that? I want my sensor, man. Where's my sensor? The sensor ain't fall. Can't move this stuff. Done with it. This is a damn workout. Whew. Alright, that's it. I think I'm gonna do the rest with the torque wrench with the main bolt. Cause man, see if I can get a few more. She look like she done. With the torque wrench, I have more leverage. Yeah, I think she done. Come up out of here. I'm gonna get this torque down now. Ain't gotta mess with it no more. Alright, so this right here is the ARP bolt. See, she fresh. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some of this torque stuff up there. Some of that on them thread. Man, I think I'll put a little bit up here too. It won't hurt. I gotta look up the torque spec right quick. I'm gonna put the torque wrench on this baby. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, 235 foot-pounds of torque. And my torque wrench goes to 250. Alright. I got some leverage with this baby now. All right. Here. Whew. Yeah. You too, dog. Yo. That was a piece of work getting that 235 torque. Still recording. Hey, yeah, that was a piece of work getting that 225 to torque, 235. When she on there, she torqued. Now I can take that piece back off down there by the starter to hold the flex plate. Get that back off. I might as well just go and throw the starter back on there. Yeah, let me go ahead and knock that out. A little tool right there. Baby, the truth. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait to put the starter on so I can have access to that crank connector. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit to put the starter on. Cause if I put it on now, I'm damn sure I'm not gonna have access to get to that connector for the crankshaft sensor. The crankshaft sensor connector. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to do that. Yeah. It's go time. That little tool right there. It's a must-have. Rebuilding these engines, must-have, boy. But yeah, she on there. What's go time? Torque and everything. Let's get it. I'm gonna cut y'all back on when I figure out my next plan of attack, and I think that's gonna be to go ahead and put oil in this car. So I'm gonna get that valve cover off, so we'll be able to see once all the oil come up to the top. Let's get it. Okay, YouTube. I got this valve cover off over here. We're ready to prime this oil system up. I got the fitting. I got the sockets that I'm gonna need to put the fitting in the block. I got the oil filter, the oil, and the pump sprayer to pump it in. Let's go and put the oil filter on. I'm gonna hit this pump sprayer with some compressed air. Got any dust or anything in there. I'm trying to blow most of that out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little bit of oil to this oil filter. Try not to make no mess. I hope I got the right filter. Don't tell me I got the wrong filter. It usually ain't this hard to get the filter to screw on. Damn, please. What type of time Holley on? Damn, I gotta go to AutoZone. Definitely ain't spinning on. Dang. And I don't put oil in this motherfucker. I can't even get my money back for it. Put it to the side. It should work on my trucks. All these shit should be the same. It's a Holley oil pan though, so Holley probably don't switch something up. Damn. All right, let me pump the brakes, man. That oil filter is not going on. What the hell? All right, I'm back from the parts store. Got the right filter this time. I already tried it out. See how much of this oil I can get out of here. I'm gonna let them sit right there like that for a little second. Let them sit like that, see if I can get most of that oil to drain out of that one until the right one. And then we'll put that baby on the car. I don't know how I crashed like that, but what I did this time, I went to the website, I went to Holley. I went to my order history and went right to that oil pan and went to the recommendations, and they give part numbers for the right oil filter. That's crazy. They're the exact same size, these different threads. That's wild. All right, take two. See, she right on, see? I knew something wrong, I ain't no way in hell. Oil filter, it's not that hard to get that oil filter to catch. Them dang threads like that. I knew something wasn't right. Alright, got that on. Drain plug tight, check that. Alright, what we're gonna do next, go and put some oil in this pump sprayer. Got this baby ready, so when we put the fittings on, alright, so now we're gonna put these fittings in. First fitting. The other one that I ordered is supposed to show up yesterday. I just got the email that it showed up today. Alright, it's a 19 mil. Get it up there a little snug. You ain't gotta go crazy with it. It's coming right back out. Alright, then you put this other fitting inside of this one. This fitting right here is what the pump sprayer is gonna connect to. And that's a 11 mil. Same thing, just get them a little snug. Alright, that should be good. They both snug. Now, we're gonna take the pump sprayer and the part where you take the little nozzle off, you cut the nozzle off, or you can take it apart and just remove the nozzle. And you're gonna add this. Put that right there. Get on that good. See how that baby up there? And just little pump of oil. Yeah, you can see it got lower. It just take a little while because it's thicker than like the usual solution and stuff that go in there. But I'm gonna put some more oil in here and we're gonna pump some more in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on the time lapse. That way I'll be able to see it drop down as it go in. All right, see the oil coming up out of the push rod? I'm gonna keep on pumping until I see it coming out some more. But baby, it's go time. System almost prime, baby. Let's get it. Time lapse of that. But y'all can notice there's oil coming out of them push rods. On this one, this one, this one, this one. So we got 3, 4 more for it to come out of. But it's still pumping as we speak. Man, gotta turn that engine way. This is a workout. You gotta turn the engine as it's pumping. That way you can help the oil pump it all the way through the car. And I'm telling you, it's a piece of work. Shit. But yeah, you can see, hopefully you can see. See if I bring this light up here. It will help. Yeah, you can see the oil. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I tell you, y'all better find somebody to play with. I'm loving this learning process, man. This shit is fun. Whoever thought of pump sprayer though? Old pump sprayer. Yes, sir. All right, y'all see I got that max sensor put in there. Got it stuffed down in there. And I got it wrapped up real pretty like with some gasket maker. Hopefully that'll seal it off real nice. But once I finish priming the engine, I'm gonna sit this back on the car, go ahead and install the fuel rails, get the throttle body and everything put up there. It's go time. Cut y'all back on, we're making some more progress. All right, so we definitely got action now. There's oil coming out the top of all of them. I didn't take that valve cover off, but I'm pretty sure it's the same on the other side. Yes, sir. So that, folks, is how you prime your oil system. It's almost done. Still got that time that was going. But it's a little bit in there. Yeah. I'm about to clean all this stuff up and get the piece in the engine back together. Let's get it. Alright. That's all of it. A little bit left in there. So that's a 5-quart jug. And I probably wasted a little bit in that first filter. So I'll probably get like another quart. This oil pan, the Holley oil pan is rated for 5.5 quarts. The stock oil pans are rated for 6 quarts. But yeah, let me get everything disconnected and I'll cut y'all back on. Well, yeah, at this point, we'll just do the reverse. We'll unhook the pump spreader, take the fittings out, and put the plug back in there. And you're all done, priming your oil system, baby. Perfect. Yes, sir. Alright, the GoPro wouldn't let me be great. I was trying to record while I put all this back together. Every battery I put in, it had like 50%, I guess because it's cold out here. But this baby sealed up. Got everything mounted, intake mounted, fuel rails mounted. She sealed up, she ready to go. She ready to go. I still gotta mount the oil dipstick. I gotta mount the oil dipstick over here on this side. I'll probably do that the next time I come back. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it a wrap right here. Got a lot done in this video, and I hope some of this stuff was a little bit of informative for you. But on the next video, like I said, I'm gonna be giving a walkthrough on installing the wire harness and getting this baby up and running. But I got it to a point where all I gotta do is connect electrical stuff to get it started. Man, this is sweet. I did leave the starter off because I gotta connect the crankshaft sensor, and it's right behind the starter. So once I do that, I'll hook the starter right back up. I mount the starter back up. But yeah, throttle body, everything, she ready to go, baby. All I gotta get my power steering stuff squared away. But when I do the next video, when I do the installing the wire harness and doing the first start, I'll probably start it without the belt on it, because I still got to get the power steering pump hoses. Got to get that squared away. See, I got my little vent thing, everything tight. Boy, this baby sealed. Boy, she ready to go. Ready to go. I'm going to have to get some shorter wires, some shorter spark plug wires, but these are due for now for me to get my initial start. So I feel like I was very productive on this video. Got the headers on, had to do some persuading in them. Spark plug wires, coil packs. Got the intake squared away. Got all the sensors put on. Man, it is go time. So when I come back, literally all I have to do is plug up every connector and start putting some fire to this baby. But I just had to make sure I first timer. So on my first time priming the oil system, that went pretty smooth. That went pretty smooth, just like the videos I seen online. So it's oil throughout the whole engine. That's sweet. So she ready to go. So that first start, she ain't gonna be dry. Yes, sir. I'll probably bring the old air compressor over here for when I do finally hook the belt up because I want to have the right size belt. But I do plan on getting a brand new one. Just for the hell of it. But yeah, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all hop off in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. It took a little persuading to get them headers up there, but like I got good clearance now. Took a little persuading. Felt kind of bad beating on something brand new and pretty like that. But yeah, we got clearance now. I'm gonna come back. Well, I already done been down there, looked around, ain't got no oil leak, so the oil pan and everything, all the covers and stuff is tight, all the seals are tight. But you know, we still gotta check it once the engine get up and running. You gotta get it a look over. I gotta get me a fire extinguisher. I went to AutoZone. When I went to go get that oil filter, they didn't have one. I was gonna go ahead and grab it just to have it over here for when it's time to fire this baby up. But it's official, man. It's official. It's official. Now, one thing I do want to do, because stand out to me, all them bolts, I want them to be black. I want them bolts to be black. They not ARP bolts. They ICT on the coil packs and on the intake. I want all black bolts. So I'm going to have to see about doing that. Finding some of them. Well, yeah, man, this baby ready. Oh, yeah, I got the harmonic balancer on. Got the flex plate on. Man, it's go time. It's ready. I gotta put I gotta get a thermostat too. I keep forgetting that. I'm gonna go ahead and order one. That way it'll just come to the house. Many times I don't be into the parts store. I keep leaving out of there without it. So a thermostat belt. Thermostat belt. Oh yeah, you see that hole back there on the wall? On the firewall? Now that's where the throttle cable came through it. And that's exactly where I'm gonna put the new drive-by-wire throttle cable, right through there. Might have to open it up a little bit more. Find me a rubber boot that can get around it. But yeah, cause the drive-by-wire harness, it got 3 connectors. One connector that go to the computer, one connector that go to the throttle pedal, the gas pedal, and one connector that go to the throttle body. So yeah, this right here is Summer Rain stock harness. Now I'm gonna take this home with me so I can go ahead and start busting it down, get everything off of it that I do not need, and then I relume all the stuff that I'm keeping on there, and I'm gonna bring it back and install it back on the car because I want it to be as clean as possible down here. Now I got the olds, you know, the coil packs got their own wire harness that hooks to the Holley Terminator harness. So I got the original joint, which is ugly. Holley sells some, and the way they wire theirs, they make it neat. You know what I'm saying? It just flows so smooth. I think it's like $150 for both. So I think I'm gonna order those too. But I do have the stock ones. So if I ain't got them by next weekend, when I come back over here to get this car running, then I'll just use the stock ones. But yeah, man, fuel injectors, everything ready, dog. Everything ready. Another thing, so I've been doing a lot of research on everything. You know, I just like to double back everything. So the fuel system that I'm trying to run, it might not run the way I want it to, because I got the 340 pump in the fuel tank, and I know a lot of guys say that Corvette style filter with the regulator in it don't hold up to that 340 pump. So I'm gonna have to get another regulator, a different regulator, an external regulator. It's one made by the same company as the pump that I use. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and order that too. So I'm definitely gonna get that before I get that harness. Cause that thing like $400 down there. But I got to have it because it's recommended in the Holley Terminator X Max. It's just recommended for the Holley, the way they want the fuel system to run. And then they recommend 60 PSI. But they say it's a way you can adjust it in the system, but we gonna see. I just want to be prepared. So I'm gonna go ahead and order that up and probably order some more hoses just in case I have to reroute it. But the way I got it set up now, I can go ahead and hook it up. We damn sure gonna try. I'm gonna be honest. We gonna give it a try. But yeah, man, like, share, comment, subscribe. Trying to make sure I don't leave nothing out. Make sure I don't leave nothing out. This baby coming along though, man. This baby coming along. Like I said, I was planning on this video being the first start video, but it's not gonna be a first start video because hell, I wasn't gonna record none of this process that I just did, but hell, I did a lot of research and I felt like sharing it with y'all, especially when it comes to priming this oil system and all the research that I did on the Holley and the Dakota. I just feel like, and it ain't no how-to videos out there for the box Chevy for a Holley Terminator, period. It ain't no videos out there on how to wire up and the correct things to do for a Dakota digital dash or a box Chevy. So I'm just gonna make how-to videos on how to do them because I know a lot of y'all be having questions. And a lot of time I be wanting to just breathe through shit. I don't be wanting to record. I just want to get it done, show y'all that I got it done. But I'm gonna start making some how-to videos. Be a little bit more informative because I be doing a lot of damn research. Whew, a lot of reading. Be well worth it though. But yeah, once again, man, like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Now the engine is 100% ready and she got oil in her, baby. What J Malcolm say, all my shit got oil pressure. That bitch got oil pressure now, baby. I've been waiting to get this motherfucker like that so I can say that. My boy, shout out J Malcolm. That boy was like, all my car got oil pressure. This the only one that didn't have oil pressure. Now she ready. I'm ready to hear this thing fire up. Damn. I'm ready to hear this baby fire up. Go and get my power steering lines and shit, get my thermostat. I'm trying to make sure I say everything while I'm recording so I have a record of all that I need to get. But yeah, man, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, dog. Oh yeah, I gotta order another fitting for that Dakota digital dash coolant temp sensor. We go over here on the head over here. Well, yeah, man, it's go time, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'm just rambling. I'm out. Peace.